and welcome to my channel. Today I've got my ironing mat out. I've got my little iron all ready to go, and due to the cleanup I've been having since Christmas, I found this freezer paper and I hadn't even opened it. So I decided I needed to use it. And what I've done, I've taken some of this Tim Holtz tissue and I'm going to make a journal cover from this bird one. It's the, let me have a look. Oh, it's Avery, it's called. Now I have some already prepared here. So what I've done, I've cut a piece of freezer paper to size, and you do it with the glossy side up, which is the plastic coated. It's plastic coated, used for arts and crafts. I think I must have bought this a good few years ago. I've got a drawer full of what I call speciality paper, and I thought, right, I really need to clear this out because I don't use some of this stuff, and I found that. Now, I also have quite a bit of this Tim Holtz tissue, so I thought I also needed to use that. I put on top a piece of greaseproof paper, and then I'm just going to go over the tissue paper. Apparently, I don't know, you can do this with oh dear, hold on, I folded it up the wrong way. Okay, it doesn't glue down straight away, which is quite handy there. There we go. You apparently, I think, can do it with material. I haven't tried. Maybe that's going to be another project for another time. But I thought I'd have a go with this Tim Holtz tissues. I have quite a few pieces. And I have done some projects with it, and I'll show you what I've done when we get towards the end of the video. So that looks like it's nicely glued down, and I also do it on the back in case there's any wrinkles or anything. I will be covering the back, but I'll get to that once I've ironed everything. Now, I will go through what else I'm going to be doing. I think that's all attached. Maybe one last go. What do you reckon? Just to make sure it's well attached around the edges. Like that. Okay, I'm now going to put that aside. And then what you have to do is make sure it curls up quite a bit. So I'm just going to flatten it overnight. So this is sort of going to be a video that's taking a couple of days to make. I'll flatten it under some books once it's cooled down. Now this is a napkin, as you can see, that I'm doing here, and it has wrinkles in, but I'm not too worried. So let's go around the edges. As you can see, I do have some wrinkles in the middle there. I thought this might make a lovely shabby chic cover. I don't know yet. Put that aside. Now the other thing I've got, one more thing to glue on as such, and that's a piece of the napkin, the white bit that you take off. I meant to say, when you do these napkins, take it right down to the actual napkin. So for instance, with this, I have been going a bit mad and doing lots of them. You take it off till you get to this last piece here, like you do when you do decoupage. So one of the white pieces I've also taken, and I'm going to put that on as well, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. So now I'm going to go off and flatten these and overnight, and leave it cool first and then flatten them. Okay, these have all cooled over, flattened overnight. This is quite a large napkin, and one of the things I discovered was that if you use this kind of cutter to cut this up, it will mess all the tissue up. So you need to use a cutter, and I've got a huge one, but it still doesn't fit. Whoops, don't know if you can see it there, like that, one of these. Now, I want this to be A4 size, and as I can't even fit it into this cutter, I do have a large stack cutter, the We Are Memory Keepers one, but I thought I would cut this down by hand so I can show you. I'm going to cut about there because I will trim it up, and then I'll be able to cut this side properly about there. So I'll just cut this across here. Sorry if you can hear the printer, I'm cleaning the print head. I was printing some pages and it all went a bit wrong. Right, so I'll just move that aside. We will be using that, and I'm now going to put this through here and cut this down. About there. You have to be quite sharp with it to get it through, and I'll straighten this up. Put it down the bottom there and straighten it up. Whoops. It is also it moves about a lot because it's not shiny, but it's quite smooth. Now I just need to trim the edge of this. I've cut that down, and I'm going to go back to my smaller cutter so you can see that way up, I think, but it's still quite flimsy. And if I want this to be a cover, I need to reinforce it. But meanwhile, I take the scraps, trim these up, and then I will turn this into a side pocket, I think. Oh, it needs a small bit off the end. But obviously this is flimsy, so this needs to be reinforced as well. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I will glue this just to white card scrap. Then you have this, and I think what I'm going to do with this is turn some into tags and some into journal cards. I need to cut it down a bit to get it in the cutter. Now I think I'll have a journal card. Okay, so out of this I've got a journal card, and I think maybe a pocket going that way and 2 tags, and then a side pocket. Now with this one, I want to cut this down and make this a journal cover, doing it slightly different to the other one. So I'm using the decal edge because I want it to have a rough edge with what I'm going to do with it. Out there, I think. This is so loud. Now I'm going to fold this in half. No, I need to take a bit more off of there, because I can still see the freezer paper slightly here. There, and then fold that in half to there, because I can't fit it in this cutter. Make sure I've got it roughly where I want it. then cut this down here. Like that. Now, to reinforce this as a cover, I've got some craft card, and I will admit I did do some practicing. So I've got another piece that I'm going to put on the inside. So to start off with, I want to, and I'm not worried if it's not, this bit isn't straight or anything. It's the whole point. And I'm just going to cut a piece of this out, sort of there, there, and I want this to be the front of my cover. So this piece on here, and then this piece on the inside here. Now this is slightly larger, so I'm going to have to trim this down. Okay, so this is the inside, and I think we all fit now. Yeah. So what I want to do is ink around the craft card and ink around these pieces first. Okay, this is now all inked up around, and I need to glue it on. I'm using my tacky glue for the middle. Whoops. Didn't expect that to come out that quick, but for round the edge I will use the art glitter glue. Okay, now I'll glue the inside, and then I'm going to leave it all to dry while we get on with the pink one, which I've also inked up. I've cut out a piece of calico here, and I'm going to glue this to this. Again, I'm going to use my block or your Fabri-Tac around the edge, and then I'm going to put some of the art glitter glue in the middle bit. But I'm also going to be sewing on this one as well. Now, what I've found with the napkins is I didn't leave them long enough to adhere properly, so it does tend to come up a little bit on the corners here, but I'm sure if I'd left it, ironed it a lot longer, I would have been in a much better position. Now, to do this, I'm doing it in sections. I found that's a lot easier whenever I put this on, anything like this, onto fabric or paper onto fabric, if I'm covering the inside of a journal. I find doing it in sections a lot easier. And as this is a plain calico, I don't have to worry too much about the direction and everything like that. So I will put that bit on. About there. Move that over a bit, up a bit. There. And then I get, because this is quite, I haven't ironed this, I use this just to pull it out and stretch it out over the paper. So I will carry on with that around the edges. This is all done. Now I'm going to go round with my crimping scissors, and then I'm going to sew around the outside as well. So I've cut round the plain white napkin we've got here, and I'm going to do some stamping on it. I'm going to start off with some ledger text, a Tim Holtz one, and I'm just going to use vintage photo. Oh, sorry about that. Just randomly put it on. I think that will do. And then I'm going to use the field label here. I'm not worried if they're not stamped accurately. I think that is it. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. You could make a nice sort of TN cover with it if I put some material or put it onto card. I'm not sure. I'm going to keep that like that is. Recapping what we made, I made this plain white with one of the backings of the napkins and stamped. We made, using the Tim Holtz tissue, a cover for a small journal. We made a cover using a napkin with a fabric interior, and that, oh, can you hear the crinkle? Then I've also managed to get a side pocket, 2 tags, a bottom pocket and a journal card. And then what I've done before, just to show you the sort of examples I made, I'll take these out of the way first. This was one of the covers I used with a napkin, and out of the bit that I cut off the top, I made a side pocket. And then when I opened up these 2 packets of tissue here, I found scraps in there. So out of the scraps, I made a journal card, and I've backed them in tea-dyed paper, a side pocket or a bottom pocket, 2 little mini tags. I got out of the, well, 3 actually, mini tags, because that came from the mushrooms as well. A journal card and a tag I've made. So I've made quite a bit here. This is what I made. Let's put it all over there. From the sort of templates. I wasn't sure what I was doing at first. And then we made all these today. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you all again in the next video. Bye.